Welcome everyone to the channel, Talitha Coombe. If you get to the end of the video and decide you like what you've been seeing, then consider giving the video a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and also following me over on Instagram at Talitha Coombe Ministry for more content. Should us ladies care at all about how we look? I mean, Proverbs 31:30 does say, charm is deceptive, beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised, and hence that must automatically be interpreted as you should never ever do anything with your appearance ever. Wearing makeup is evil. Doing anything to your hair but maybe a braid is evil. Flattering your shape in any way, even if appropriate and modest, is evil. Obviously, that's not how that should be interpreted. Is charm deceptive? Absolutely it can be. Is beauty fleeting? The way we see it in this world, yeah, it definitely is. And a woman who fears the Lord? Absolutely, that is the type of woman that we should be aspiring to and be inspired by. But does that mean I shouldn't care at all about what I look like? No, that's the simple answer. But delving a little bit more into it, here's the thing. There's a huge difference between caring about how you look and obsessing about how you look. And you know something's become an unhealthy obsession when it starts interfering with your daily life, when you can't leave your house without looking a very specific way, when you can't go to an event without spending way too much time on your appearance, when it interferes with your prayer life even, or when you're having to make excuses to justify the choices you make for your outward appearance versus your internal appearance. And the thought of not doing those things causes a little bit of anxiety. Now, this is most difficult in your teen years when your body is changing, you have all those hormones, and you're really trying to figure out who you are, especially in light of how you look, what you're comfortable wearing versus what looks good on you, and finding the mix there, finding out what to do with your hair that doesn't take too much time, but also you like how it looks. Do you want to wear makeup, if at all? How much time do you want to take on it? When should you take more time on it? That is a very trying time. But I promise you, most likely in 10 years, you will have figured all of that out and it'll become so much easier. And you'll actually kind of care less, not in the sense that you don't care at all, but you won't be as obsessed about it. I would actually encourage young women to figure out what they feel comfortable in without it taking up too much of their daily lives. As women, it kind of can help to feel prettier. It's just sometimes society's standards and the standards of just those around us in general can make it feel way too demanding, or even the own standards we put on ourselves. I cannot tell you how much I obsessed over my curly hair when I was a teen. I didn't grow up with curly hair. I had pin straight hair. Puberty happened and my hair became curly. These are not my natural curls. I curled them today because they were like 3 days old curls. I'll get to that in a second. But I look back at those photos and I'm like, girl, your hair was good. Your hair was great. And now that I'm dealing with thyroid issues, which really messes with my hair, I appreciate my old hair that much more. But at the same time, I'm okay with my hair as it is now because this is how God has allowed my hair to be. And I can't obsess over it, and I'll just do what I can with it. And that's that. But I wouldn't leave the house without makeup, and I hated pretty much everything on me. And there are even some photos of me from my teen years where I could tell I didn't care as much that day, and I actually looked so much better because I wasn't obsessed and I cared more about spending time with my friends and family or getting to an event on time that really didn't demand me to look a certain way. I hope that makes sense. I'm starting to ramble. This morning is actually a great example of me realizing that I am so far past the obsession phase. So normally when I get ready for Sunday Mass, I tend to sing with the choir, and I, of course, wear an appropriate outfit for the Mass, a dress, skirt of some sort, and I make myself look decent. Sometimes I wear makeup, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I only leave the house with my eyebrows filled in and mascara just because it's easy, it's quick, and that's what I like on myself. I don't have to do all the extra stuff. But today, I was cantering, and I knew I was also going to be meeting my husband for lunch because he had work this morning, so he was going to an evening mass. So I spent a little bit more time picking out an outfit that made me feel prettier. I didn't obsess over it, but I did go, what's an outfit that makes me feel pretty? Oh, this outfit does. I'll wear that. My hair. I woke up just a little bit earlier. I got enough sleep, and I was like, okay, let's do a little bit more makeup. We'll do eyeshadow and eyeliner. I am wearing false lashes. I'll get to that in a second too. And I took the time to curl my hair knowing that, well, these are days old curls and I don't really want to stick with a pretty messy bun even though I would be a little bit quicker. Now, what if I hadn't gotten up in time to do all these things? I probably would have still picked the same outfit because it was pretty easy. And I would have been like, oh well, we're doing something different with the face and the hair. It's okay. But I did care about how I looked because I knew that if I felt a little bit more comfortable, then I would be a little bit more confident in my singing. Now, it'd be nice if that didn't really impede on it, and I shouldn't say that it impedes that much on it. I still would have been fine singing. It was just that extra boost, kind of like how I used to try to wear a nice outfit or an outfit I felt pretty in to exams, so I felt that much more confident. That won't work for every woman though. Then why the false lashes? Why would I wear something fake? Because I like how it looks on videos. I don't always wear them for videos. My last 2 videos on this channel are evidence of that. But oftentimes, at least for my main channel, I do like to have the false lashes because I like how it looks on here. I like wearing them for Christmas Eve Mass, the Midnight Mass. I just feel a little extra prettier. I know it doesn't actually make me prettier. I don't need them, and I recognize I don't need them, but I just liked how it felt. At the risk of getting rambly again, I'll say that as well. There's a difference between wanting to do something and feeling like you have to. None of this is a necessity. It's not, but I like how it feels. Big difference. I could ramble so much about this, and in fact, this is my 5th time recording this video because things just keep getting corrupted for some reason on my laptop, so I keep changing things as I'm going. The first video was like 30 minutes, so thank goodness, maybe that's why the Lord allowed it to get corrupted. But for those of you that are a little bit younger, or even if you are my age or even older, and you do feel like you're obsessing too much about how you look, whether it's your clothing, your makeup, your hair, your shape, your weight, how do you find a difference? How do you placate that? The dance company I teach for will do fasts a week before big performances. And some of the things I've seen girls fast over the year that I fasted and my friends have fasted back when we were students ourselves have really made a difference and an impact. Fasting looking in the mirror for a whole week, there were girls who would not look in the mirror once. Now, when we were at the dance studio, sometimes they had to, and the mirror is big and it's right there, but they found themselves being able to do what they needed to do without obsessing about how they looked. They just put on an outfit that they knew was functional, or at least they knew kind of how it looked on them. They did the bare minimum with their hair, and most of them didn't end up doing makeup whenever they would fast in the mirror. And that made a huge difference for them. They realized, man, I really wanted to look in the mirror a lot. I didn't realize how much I looked in the mirror. Fasting makeup. Basically the same result, except you have to look in the mirror and you realize I look in the mirror too much once again, but also makeup takes up a lot of time. I had a friend that she fasted this and she encouraged me to do it, and we both found that we spent way too much time on our makeup, and from that day forward, I hardly ever did makeup. The last thing I've seen is fasting anything above 10 minutes to get ready in the morning, and that includes brushing your teeth in the planning of an outfit. Some girls tried to go really fast to get everything done, and they found they couldn't, and they were like, wow, I didn't realize how much I was wasting my time. Some of them do what I do this morning, which is while they were getting ready, they realized, well, let me add something like a prayer meditation app. For me, I use Hollow, and this morning I listened to the Divine Mercy Chaplet and prayed with the Divine Mercy Chaplet while I was doing some makeup, which didn't take me that long because I don't really do foundation much anymore, and curling my own hair. Curling my naturally curly hair. Who would have thunk it? So maybe give one of those a shot. Try to limit how much you look in the mirror. See what happens if you don't use makeup for a week, or if you limit the amount of time you have to get ready in the morning. And if you find that it's a struggle, that might be your sign. Okay, maybe I'm spending too much time on this. And either you need to eliminate something, modify something, or insert something like praying. And the praying alone can help you to put your mind in the right place. The Lord will help you in that. I guarantee it. Once again, I can feel myself wanting to start to get rambling, and that's because I've decided I don't want to script these videos too much. So let's get to the end here. The bottom line, ladies, is this. There's a huge difference between caring about how you look and wanting to be presentable and obsessing about how you look. You can care about how you look, but also keep it lower than priorities such as time with your friends and family, getting your work essentials done, and putting God above everything else. You can still care about it, but it not be top tier. You can care about how you look, but care about how your heart looks even more. It is possible to do both. It's just a matter of what order. When you become obsessed with it is when you've put it above very important things in your life. So absolutely, you can care about how you look, and to a certain degree, you should care about how you look, but not at the expense of other very important things in your life, and not to the point where you become obsessed. That is the key difference, and it might take some time to learn, especially those of you in your teen years. It's a learning curve. You will get there, I promise, and it's so beautiful when you do get there and very, very freeing. Get your head in the right space, pray, read scripture, and ask the Lord to help you get to that place. That's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.